Circle spiritual event. It's great to have everybody. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I'm very excited to, continue this. Hopefully it's not a train wreck, but we'll do the best we can, right? That's all we can do. All right. So we're going to start the service with a prayer. We're going to go on to a motivational speech. And what the motivational speech is, it's basically me typing one topic in and then speaking from my soul, okay? It's a kind of thing that we do to practice to inspire, to deliver messages from my soul to yours, okay? So that's one aspect of mediumship, is a motivational speech, okay? Basically, motivation from the spirit world for everybody here, okay? From there, we'll go on to a demonstration of mediumship, and hopefully we'll get a few contacts, and we will continue from there to a poem I've selected, and then the closing prayer. So I expect that, we'll be here for 30, 40 minutes or so. All right. And apologies for, the Zoom growing pains. I'm still getting used to it. Hopefully each time's better. That's all I can say. Anastasia brought cookies, so that already makes me feel better. There they are, yes. It really, seeing those cookies in those bags, that really does something special to me. I'm telling you that. And if I had that bag right here, I'd be eating all of them. So just keep them away from me for now. All right. So I'm going to do the opening now. A few deep breaths. As we gather here this evening, we give thanks for the community of souls who make this reunion a reality. We give thanks that life and love continue. And we are thankful for all of our blessings and for all the love of those in spirit and for all the love among all of us. We ask that messages of the highest good come through to inspire, to give hope. And we ask that Spirit is always by our side. Thank you. As I was getting ready for the event, as I was selecting a topic for the motivational speech, it came to me in a feeling. And the feeling that I received for the motivational speech is joy. So the topic of this evening's motivational speech will be joy. So, we'll get started with that. Now remember, all those beautiful moments in the past, those moments that felt timeless, those moments where you had pure happiness, pure joy. Remember those moments. Be in those moments. Relive those moments anew in the here and now. Bring forward that beautiful joy, that happiness. Bring it forward into the present. Bring it forward into the future. You deserve to be happy. You all deserve to be joyful in every moment, every day. Remember those memories, playing carefree, maybe in your backyard, your street, a field. Maybe you came home all muddied and possibly bruised, but joyful, happy. Remember those beautiful moments with your friends going to see a movie. Remember being joyful. Be in that moment. Feel that energy. Feel that joy. Most importantly, feel that happiness. If you don't feel joyful, Work on changing that. Work on sending whatever is causing any discomfort in your life away. Bring that joy back into your life, back into your heart, back into your soul. Do something every day that puts a smile on your face. Sure, we've all had hard times. We've all seen things that kind of take away from our joy, take away from our happiness. But your soul longs for it. Your soul wants to be in a state of happiness and joy. Give your soul that beautiful energy moving forward. Give your soul that joy, that happiness. Do what inspires. Recreate those timeless moments. Though they will be different now. Recreate that feeling. That feeling of happiness from when you were happy. Even if things have changed in your life now, those have come and gone, we can still have joy in our lives. We can still have joy in our hearts and joy in our spirit. So let go. Let go and allow yourself to be happy. Really allow it to happen. Allow yourself to be joyful. You're not being selfish. Be joyful. Enjoy every moment here. Enjoy every day, every hour, every minute. Be grateful and enjoy. Be in that beautiful state of happiness. Should you have any difficulty with it, ask your guides for help. Ask them to show you that joy. Bring a little bit of that back into your lives. Make sure you smile at least once a day. Because all of you are beautiful. All of you deserve to be happy. All of you deserve to be joyful. Thank you. So that was the motivational speech on joy that came to me earlier today. So now that we've done the opening prayer and the motivational speech, we will go on to demonstration of mediumship, see if I can make contact with anyone in spirit that might be here. Keep in mind that the reference could be distant, it could be a friend of a friend, it could be an uncle, it might not be the person that's on your mind, okay? It will be the person that will be able to use my energy at this moment, okay? And in the next event, my energy may be slightly different. I might be able to match with a different spirit in that case, okay? Just remember, it's not because they don't love you. It's just because at this moment they won't be able to use me, okay? Make sure that you're able to accept about 80% of the evidence moving forward. If this person sounds familiar to you, raise your hand, unmute yourself, get my attention in whatever way you can. And while the connection's going, your responses should be yes, no, or I don't know. Okay? And should any of the information come to you at a later date, feel free to post in the group. It often happens that information will be given and realized like the next day or two. So don't worry about saying no. Don't worry about any of that. We're all here as friends. No worries at all. All right, so I'm going to attempt to shift my energy out into the spirit world, and we'll get started. All right, so I see a fairly young man. I would imagine him to be in his 30s or around his 30s. Dirty blonde hair, kind of a scruffy face from what I'm seeing. Seems to be, his physique seems to be normal, it's like well built. Um, he also seems to be this outdoors type. When I see him next to like this pickup truck on a dirt road. I see him outside a lot. I see him taking a lot of joy in the outdoors. I see him. I almost want to say that, he may have been the type of person that would occasionally go hunting as well. In the same time, he is also incredibly caring, always looking out for his own, as he says. And always, I would say, always also around his group of friends as well. I see him hanging around his friends. About half the time seems to be indoors and outdoors. There seems to be some sort of sporting event as well that he would like to watch. If anyone can take this man, unmute yourself and let me know. Yes? Christy? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Let me see if I can unmute. It says you're unmuted.
I may be able to take him, David.
You might be able to take him as well?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll continue then. Sounds like your nephew. Okay. All right, let's get some more information and see who we're with. Which one had the accident? You had the accident. So we're with Christy. Lisa, did the person you have in mind die of an accident or
Drug overdose.
drug overdose? Not possibly. Okay, let's go even further. There's like a really like kind of I would like to say that he had a rough attitude. Okay, that it was like his way. He didn't care what you really thought, kind of attitude. Does that sound correct?
No, not for
Okay,
me.
so we're with Christy then.
Yeah.
It's a shame your audio is not working, but at least you can type in the chat or give me a thumbs up. He gives me the impression that he was lashing out, okay, that he just wasn't as happy as he could have been, and happy with himself. Okay, he wasn't particularly happy with himself. So his expression of, kind of lashing out and being like typical kind of bad boy was a result of that. And I hear like, I didn't mean any harm. Okay. You're in contact with her mother? With his mother? Yeah. Because immediately I hear, tell mom I'm sorry. Tell mom I'm sorry. Okay? I didn't mean it to go down the way it did. And I hear, I know I was a jerk. I didn't mean it. And I especially didn't mean it to Mom. Okay. Tell her I'm with her and I'm always there. Tell her not to be sad. That's what I feel like. He's saying that he doesn't want her to be sad anymore. That he's concerned about her as well, okay? So, and I hear from him in his voice, Mom, I don't want to see you this way. Okay? You got to snap out of it, Mom. Okay? You're very special to me and you always will be. It hurts me to see you this way. Please look after yourself. And I really appreciate everything you've done for me, even when I was a jerk. Okay. So he's saying goodbye now. If you could, Christy, since you're very close to the mother, let the mother know if you could. Send a message to her. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you. I see your chats. Okay. So we'll send our love and our thanks. Oh wow, today's the 7th anniversary? So this is why it came through very strong. Wow. Just remember that he didn't mean, he's gone at the moment, but from the information I've received, like he realizes what he's done now, okay? And he's in a state of asking for forgiveness from the family, okay? And especially Mom, okay? So just send my love to your family and realize that he's there, okay? He's there in spirit in a loving way. Okay, dear? Much love and hugs and everything to your family. He really is a beautiful person, you know, so it was an honor to connect with him, and I'm really grateful that I was able to send these messages to you and to his mom. So I'll send my thanks to him. And I ask that he always remain in peace. Okay. That one took a lot of energy out of me. I need a little bit of water. All right. I can still feel it. I still feel that raw emotion too. Also the kind of boy that, you know, didn't want to see you crying. Beautiful. Okay. All right. I will attempt to connect to the next one. See who else is here. I just need to take a few deep breaths because his energy was very strong. He absolutely wanted to make sure he came through today. So Christy, you must absolutely communicate to mom. Let them know he's okay and he's concerned about them, okay? Okay. I'm having trouble separating them right now. Give me a minute. There's a couple coming through. I'm seeing a woman this time. Um, I would place her probably 60s, 70s. She feels very, very bossy. She feels like she wants to take control of me and the situation, and she feels she's definitely shorter in stature. Probably, I'm going to say, trying to see her hair. It appears to be curled, but like really, 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 really bossy, just like with the finger all the time at me. But also, like, as part of that bossiness that she does have, she she has like this overwhelming type of joy. Like, so you would definitely recognize her as being almost bipolar. Like, you would recognize her as being kind of like incredibly bossy and maybe even on a touch of being mean. But then at the other hand, all of a sudden, like, explosively, wonderfully nice. And it kind of took you back. You kind of like didn't really trust her when she flipped nice, is what I'm seeing. At this point, does anyone recognize this woman? No? Nana might? Okay. Let me give a little more information and let me know if you can confirm that, Nana, okay? I feel that, her bossiness, it was a result of family situation, from what she's showing me, that she had to be that way because of this family that she had to take care of or be a part of, that there were kind of too many people around. She just needed to get her point across quickly. And I still see her like with this finger, like what she'd chase after you with a slipper. Yes. I'm gonna unmute you. You click the unmute. Still can't hear you. Okay.
It was my aunt that passed away last year from COVID.
So she was a really
Just
type
like
of
her. Yeah.
bossy personality in her
Yeah.
house that liked to control everyone, and it was like a result of like there being a lot of people,
Oh,
right?
yes. She was so bossy, but she would just illuminate you and entering in the room. She was just so happy always, but at the
Right.
same time bipolar.
Exactly.
Like,
I see like this flip. Like she was either
yeah.
up here or down here.
Oh, yes, yes,
And
yes.
I'm sorry, I'm doing this, but this is what I see.
And that runs in the family.
Like
Yeah,
that.
that's the chancla. That's the chancla.
La chancla.
Yes.
That's what I see her doing.
My auntie. And all of my aunts and grandma used to do that to all the grandkids all the
Wow.
time.
Oh
Wow.
goodness. So she was also one of the better chef cooks in the family too. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them, but she's the most. Oh man.
And I feel that you would also know that she would get kind of cross with you, kind of upset with you if you interfered in her kitchen area too much.
Oh yes. All
Yes.
of us are like that. All of us, I'm like that too. I cannot stand someone going in my kitchen
So
and try
she was
to.
like
Yeah.
afuera, out,
Yeah. We don't like that in the family. You cannot go into the family's kitchen. We don't like that in the family.
which is interesting because most people might have a memory of helping them in the kitchen, but yours was like, no, out, get
No,
out.
out. I got it. Yeah. And it's so weird because look, you see my Labrador, right?
Yeah.
I was calling her or my grandma. I was calling my auntie or my grandma, and
Wow.
she showed up.
That's
I was calling
beautiful.
her with yes.
That is
Yeah.
absolutely wonderful.
It was too soon for her to go. She got COVID. Two of my aunts got COVID and passed away.
Oh, I'm
And
sorry, dude.
my godparents together. My husband and wife, my godparents last year. So yeah, it was awful.
Wow.
That's amazing. I can't believe she showed up.
Let me see
Wow.
if she has anything else to say to you. I get the feeling that there was something unfinished between between her and possibly you.
In the
That,
family,
you know,
yeah, in the family.
yeah.
The second day, the second day that after she passed away, I was doing a meditation, and there was problems in the family about land,
Okay.
land and stuff like that. And she came to me 2 days after in a meditation after she passed away. And I was crossing a bridge in the meditation. She grabbed my hands, but we were talking telepathically. We didn't exchange words. And she told me, tell them to love each other, tell them to reunite, tell them to get together.
Wow.
Sorry.
No, it's
And
okay.
it was just surreal. It was a surreal meditation. And I told my family about that, and they
So
didn't believe me.
I'm
They didn't
hearing
believe.
now that yes, it was me. Yes, I was there with you. Yes, I took your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, is what I'm
She
hearing.
kissed my hands. She kissed my hands and my and the meditation, and it was so real. It was just so real. I just cannot. I was not expecting that, and I was just breaking down, crying after the meditation, and called my family right away. But they didn't believe me. They didn't believe me, but I will cherish that forever because it was just amazing. I just cannot believe she came to me 2 days after she died.
Wow,
Oh my,
beautiful. I mean, we when that happens, we always need to send them their our love, our absolute
yes.
pure love.
Oh yes. She's
She wants me to
my
tell you that
dearest.
she's there with you at night, that she puts you to bed.
That's weird because I cannot sleep because I feel like weird energy every night. I go to bed like around 3, 4 in the morning
Yeah.
because I feel oppressed. all the time, but it's not a bad presence. I'm not scared, but I know it's there and I just cannot sleep. I can't sleep.
Hmm.
I got insomnia.
So, from what I'm hearing, and I'm gonna ask you to wait. Don't hit me. That if you're ever bothered too much by their presence, sometimes they don't know how heavy they can be. You can actually tell them, like you could say, I really love you, but I need to sleep.
I'll
So,
do that. I'll do
between
that.
this time and this time, please let me sleep.
Yeah.
Because when I started this work, I would often wake up at night, maybe go to the bathroom, and as I did, I could feel a face right here.
Oh my gosh.
Like, why aren't you talking to me?
Yeah. And there's noises in the house at nighttime, like after midnight or around midnight. There's noises in the house,
Hmm.
like there's an energy somewhere because the dishes or the teacups or noises everywhere in the house. Everybody's asleep but me, and there's the house is just noises. Even in the door, like someone pushes the door to
Yeah.
try to open it. Yeah.
This is common, and it will happen if you kind of have the intention that you want them there, then you want to communicate with them and you want to contact them. So they will be there, and they may move things around. You will feel them. You may feel the air change. Um, like you said, nothing evil, but they are there, and sometimes they can make people feel uneasy. And if that ever happens to anyone, all you need to do is just, talk to them in your mind. Say, listen, I just need some peace between this and this time. I still love you.
I'm gonna send you pictures, you guys. I'm gonna post pictures on the page. Every time after midnight or during midnight, I turn an incense on, and you should see the faces that show up in the incense, the figures, the faces. You go, wow, wow.
Yeah, no,
It's
definitely share it to the group.
amazing.
I think we would all like to see that.
Yeah, I will. I post them later.
Yeah,
It's just,
let me
I
see.
mean, so clear. Faces so clear.
I don't want her to hit me, so let me ask her if she has anything else for you.
That's funny. Like chancla.
She cracks me up. She really does.
She was a firecracker.
She has this kind of urgency about making sure that what wasn't taken care of is going to be taken care of correctly.
Yeah, I think that's why she's not resting, because those problems in the family are not fixed yet.
Okay. There is are you still there? Yeah, you're okay. So
Yes,
there is this. Do you have two male figures in the family fighting right now? Yes.
yes,
Are they brothers?
yes. My brothers.
She is very upset at the brothers fighting. Okay.
Yeah,
I get the feeling like, not in my house. Not in my house. You don't
yeah,
do that. Not in my house. She wants to see this situation with the brothers resolved, that none of this headbutting takes place anymore. Okay?
yeah.
I get the feeling from her she doesn't really care too much about the things as much as she cares about them,
The, the union and the
the
family.
union. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. She was like that.
I hear what is important is that they love each other.
Yeah.
Okay. So her message to you is somehow to see if you can resolve the conflict or help to resolve the conflict in one way or the other. But she doesn't want to see this anymore. This fighting between the two brothers, okay? She
Okay.
seems to be really intense on that and really like upset, and she's like, this is why I'm throwing shit around kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you see
I understand.
things are falling down in your house or
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah. The yes. And the teacups and the cabinets open, and I mean, good sounds at night. It doesn't scare me, but I'm just like, what do you want? I asked the house. I heard someone saying before, ask the house what does it want, and that's what I say. But just the noises.
So I hear from her, you can tell me to stop, but you have to say it. But really, she really wants this. That she keeps drawing me back to that conflict. That the headbutting. This is what I see, like the headbutting.
Yeah,
Okay, she wants that over.
yeah.
Okay,
I'll do my best. I'll do my best to talk to my brothers.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
because that's kind of hurting my mom too.
yeah, yeah. She's upset that it sort of seems to be kind of like destroying things that she's created. Okay,
I had in the past too, um, taken pictures of outside backyard, and I have gotten, but I lost those pictures. I've gotten. I live in Oklahoma, so there's, back in time there was like big genocide of Native Americans, because all the people back in time took their land here in
yeah,
Oklahoma, and some of them were sent here too. Um, I think they call it spirit lands,
okay,
land spirit, something like that, land spirit. I get them all the time, most of the time in my pictures. In the faces, you can tell the Native American faces,
yeah.
and
If you want to share that in our group, I think we'd definitely be interested in seeing that.
I'm gonna look for those pictures. I have the ones with the incense, the faces, but those Native American, I'm gonna look to see if I can find those. But yeah, it's just I get a lot of that energy
And
here.
I had to say, and I need to validate this to everyone here that's also watching, that when I was young and I was going for hikes in upstate New York, there are Indian burial mounds, and they are in upstate New York. They're just really big piles of stones,
Yep.
and it's knowledge that if you see them, you don't touch them, you don't disturb them. And one night I was just I was it was late. It was later than I wanted to be hiking home, and I was I had the little trail at the bottom of one, and as I was walking past it with my friend and my brother, I saw a stump turn and look at me with a
Wow.
face. Turned and looked at me,
Wow.
keeping an eye on us. And then I was in disbelief. I just stopped. I'm like, Tom, did you see that? He said, yes, run, and he grabbed me. But there's nothing negative, nothing to worry about with that. It's just, they are protective of the land pretty much.
Yeah, but
So,
the faces are come out sad on the pictures.
yeah.
Their
And a
faces
lot
are.
of that can also be residual energy if a traumatic event happened in a specific place as well. So,
I'm sure, because I'm sure there was a lot of killing here in Oklahoma back in time. A lot of killing
a lot
of
of that
Native
energy is
Americans.
still around then, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they're still around. Someone told me to do a ceremony outside with a blue candle, but I don't know exactly what to do. To send to first to heal their spirit, and then to send them to cross the light. something like that. Someone told me, but I just haven't been able to do it. I don't know what to do exactly.
Well, I mean, the best thing you can do is when you encounter those energies, just send them your love for now.
Yeah,
If you're
I'll do
interested
that.
in clearing, you can send me a message. All right.
I'll
So
do that.
I'm going to thank
Thank you.
her, and
Yeah, that was amazing. Ooh.
I send my love and thanks to her, and as I do, she's kind of pointing at you, and she's like, "You send my message, or you're gonna get it." Okay.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
And I'm also hearing. Remember, I always love you, but I love you all.
Oh, dear.
Okay, that I love
Thank
you all. That's what I'm saying.
you. Yeah. Wow.
I thank her.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
Okay. All right, we'll get on now. And thank you for sharing that beautiful person, that beautiful energy. So, we'll start closing up the. Since I'm completely drained of energy at this moment, those were two very intense energies. And beautiful spirits, but very intense. I have a poem selected that came to me today that I'd like to share with everybody before our closing. It's called The Soul is My Most Precious Creation. This is from the book Edge of Wilderness by Joe Shield, one of my mentors. If you're interested, you can let me know. The soul, like the roses of my garden, the favorite joy of my heaven, each unique and yet blindingly similar in its growth. They must be like seeds sown into the fabric of existence, nurtured and challenged, so that they struggle to reach maturity, beauty, and birth. The soul brings from its conception my truths into awareness. Rich with information, each individual soul will conform and adjust to align to its own experience for the greater good, maturity of the whole planet. Growth of each is interdependent upon the other for the health, well-being of the world. New seeds will be spread across my garden. They will feel at times similar, knowing there is no such thing as a soulmate, only soul familiarity, one to another, a family, a color in the spectrum of the greater beauty of my garden. Souls thrive and survive their journey to maturity, to complete surrender to the concern for all others, the flower fully before the sunlight of my undying love. Who am I, you might ask? The who determines the soul. I am that I am, the gardener. The first seed, the one who permeates and is ever present in each. I am responsible for your flower, as you are equally responsible for mine. You are all me, all mine. Love each other and flower. Do not falter or fade. By Joseph Shield III. Beautiful poem. So we do our closing. And we give thanks to all those in spirit. We send our love to all those that have come through. We send our love and our gratitude to all the principalities of heaven, to all the angels, guardian angels, archangels, and God. We send our love. And we are forever grateful for our experiences, and we're forever grateful for our blessings. We give our thanks and our love to all those around us. So thank you, everyone. That was our service, our event for this evening. We will be doing it again next weekend. As I do more of these events, I'm going to try to pull through more contacts. But as anything, you need to exercise. If you go to the gym, your muscles get bigger, kind of thing. I need to focus on doing these events to build up my power so I can sustain more contacts. So the more of these I do, the more people I can get to in the next sessions. So while I'm doing 2 contacts now, maybe next weekend I'll be doing 3 or 4. So I definitely appreciate your patience in that matter. And I look forward to having many more of these events with everybody. So I really send my love and my blessings to everyone here and all your families and all those in spirit. And I hope to see you all very soon. See you later, everyone. Much love.
Thank you, David.
You're most welcome. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you all.